You think your money is sitting safely in a vault when you deposit it? Think again. The moment you hit deposit, that money is gone. It's no longer yours. To the bank, your deposit isn't an asset. It's a liability they want to move as fast as possible. While you're happy earning a fraction of a percent in interest, the bank is using your hard-earned cash to generate 10, 20, or even 30% returns for themselves. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the most successful business model in human history. We're going to show you how banks create money out of thin air, how they use your debt to build skyscrapers, and the system they use to ensure they stay rich while you stay on the treadmill. This is the truth about how banks actually make money. Most people think banks make money through monthly fees. That's just the tip of the iceberg. The real meat is something called the spread, or the net interest margin. Imagine you go to a store. The owner buys a shirt for $10 and sells it to you for $30. That $20 profit is their margin. Banks do the exact same thing, but their product is your money. When you put $10,000 into a savings account, the bank is essentially renting that money from you. They pay you a tiny rental fee called interest. Then, they take that exact same $10,000 and rent it to someone else as a credit card loan at 22% interest or a personal loan at 10%. They are middlemen. They buy money cheap and sell it expensive. But here's the kicker. In a normal business, if the store runs out of shirts, they can't sell anymore. In the banking world, they don't need more shirts. They just create them. This is where it gets controversial. It's called Fractional Reserve Banking. By law, banks aren't required to keep all your money in the vault. If you deposit $1,000, the bank might only keep $100. They take the other $900 and lend it out. Now imagine that $900 is used by a contractor to buy supplies. The supply store then deposits that $900 back into their bank. That bank keeps $90 and lends out $810. On paper, the economy now has thousands of dollars more than it did before. The bank is collecting interest on $900, $810, $729, and so on, all from your original $1,000. They have literally printed digital money and are charging the wall interest on it. They are getting rich off money that technically doesn't even exist. While the spread makes them billions, the fee engine keeps their stock prices high. Banks have mastered the psychology of the invisible fee. Think about overdraft fees. A bank charges you $35 because you bought a $5 coffee with $2 in your account. That's a massive interest rate for a loan that lasted 10 minutes. Then there are interchange fees. Every time you swipe your card at a store, the bank takes 1% to 3% from the merchant. You don't see it, but the merchant raises their prices to cover it. You are paying the bank a tax on every single thing you buy, just for the privilege of using your own money. The biggest banks don't just wait for your deposits. They are market makers. They own massive amounts of data and see where the money is flowing before the public does. They use high-frequency trading and massive investment desks to play the stock and housing markets. When the market goes up, they win. But here's the most frustrating part. When the market crashes because of their risky bets, they often get bailed out by the government. That bailout money, that comes from your taxes. So they use your deposits to get rich and your taxes to save themselves when they fail. It is a win-win for the institution and a work harder for the citizen. So how do you stop being a victim of the system? First, stop keeping the lazy money in a standard savings account. Move your emergency fund to a high-yield savings account or money market fund, where you get a bigger slice of the interest. Second, understand that debt is the bank's product. Every time you take a high-interest loan, you are funding their next skyscraper. Use credit for your benefit, collecting points and building history, but never pay them a cent in interest. The system is designed to keep you depositing and borrowing. But once you understand the game, you can start playing by your own rules. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the subscribe button. We're dropping a deep dive next week on how the wealthy avoid taxes legally. See you in the next one.